Main topic. Lamont Roach interview. All the smoke with Andre Ward, man. Hey, man. Interesting interview. I did watch all the whole hour and 20 minutes of the interview. Of course, you see the caption of the video. Lamont Roach, he was speaking on Tank Davis not having the power that a lot of people think he has. He was saying that Tank Davis, he believed Tank Davis doubts himself, that he knew that was the reason that he had a little edge on the fight. But then he went back and backtrack and was saying, Lamont, Tank got great accurate power, um, and stuff. And then I think Tank was in shape for the fight and everything. And then he said, I hope he's in shape for the fight and stuff. Like Lamont was just like all over the place in his daggone interview, and then even mentioned about the whole situation. Like he was still speaking in depth for us the whole knee situation. And saying that it should have been a knockdown, which I said on record. I felt that it should have been a knockdown. If you take a knee and the ref start counting, you got to keep counting. It should be a knockdown for sure. But at the same time, ref, did what he did, and it didn't happen, and it is what it is. You got to live with it. And he's still on there, saying that his team um, said that the commission, the New York State Athletic Commission, they reviewed the fight, and then his team, they spoke about it, and they spoke to him, and I gave him the green light, but he was trying to put it like his team pushed for it, and it wasn't more so on him, and he was tired of getting slack. Like Lamont Roach is bothered by the fans talking to him about the petition. He's very bothered because he's been in several interviews lately. And the fans, we always talking about him like, oh, yeah, he's doing a lot of interviews. He's complaining about, the fight, talk about the fight should have been overturned and all of that. And it's just crazy, bro, just to see this man in these interviews going crazy and him being kind of emotional about it because he's responding to everybody immediately on Instagram or Twitter. Responding to him immediately, man. And it's crazy just to see him, do similar shit like, Shakur Stevenson be doing. Just be responding to the media when, or, fans and stuff when they be going at them and, attacking them for, certain particular shit. But, this is the bed, that you made, and you got to lay in it, Lamont. Like, you shouldn't be on these tours, doing all of these damn interviews, popping your shit like that, you feel me? Shit, I would be too if I got cheated like that. Cheated where? He didn't get cheated. It was a draw. And a lot of people, y'all got to understand that some people felt that Tank won the fight. A lot of people do. A lot of people felt that Lamont won the fight. A lot of people felt that it should have been a draw. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different perspectives for this fight, far as, the fight at hand. And then on top of that, for real, I felt like Lamont should be pushing for the rematch more so than anything. He worried about the wrong shit. You going on this campaign talking about the fight being overturned, being butthurt over it. Same time, you the same guy that was trying to get the fight to be overturned when Tank beat you in the decision in the amateurs as well. So what are we talking about? You known for doing this shit. You ain't try to get the fight overturned when you lost to Jamal Herring. Had a little questionable little situation towards the end of the fight on the knockdown and stuff, and that motherfuckers ain't called and everything. You feel me? You ain't try to get that fight overturned, and all of y'all being in the outrage only because it's Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? There's other is millions of fights out here where we seen fights that guys that got done wrong by the judges and shit. And a lot of these other fighters ain't sitting out there petitioning for them fights to get overturned. Lamont got to understand that shit was never going to get overturned due to the fact of that. To where if you would have got your fight overturned, then we're going to have to overturn millions of fights out here right now. You feel me? That's the whole thing of the point of that. And Lamont Roach out there, going on this whole campaign for us, him wanting his fight to be overturned and stuff, and speaking about it, is doing no justice. You locked in for the rematch. What the fuck you talking about it for? You should be talking about the rematch. You should be focused for the rematch. We looking at Tank. Tank over there locked in. He in there training and everything. He over there with Mustafa Boxing, which is a lot of people saying, "Oh, is this Tank new coach?" No, that's not Tank new coach. We don't know. I don't know 100% either, but from what I'm hearing, it was just some work. Tank being in Atlanta and catching some work. 2 Cents Boxing was good. Brian King was good, my guy, my guy. Hey, everybody subscribe to 2 Cents Boxing, by the way, as well, for sure, man. Great content over there on the boxing side, for sure. Ty was popping. Get you together. Yeah, man. I'm just saying in general. Lamont over there just doing too much. And he contradicting himself and lying in the interview awfully a lot. Basically said, "Oh, Tank Power, his Tank Power a little bit overrated, ain't like that and stuff." And then you go ahead and you say, on the other case, "Oh, Tank got some great accurate power, he's a great fighter." Like, bro, like this shit getting too much, bro. Like that's an easy contradiction to call out right there, man. My boy Brian King said, "Fame getting to Lamont head." Yeah, bro, he getting above his head for real. 2 Cents Boxing, Lamont going to lose. He not focused at all, and people telling him he won. He tripping, in my opinion. Facts, facts. A lot of people is telling Lamont Roach that he has won his fight. This man on record talking about 90% of the people saying that he won, which that is definitely not a fucking fact. Like, that's a total 100% lie. Total 100% lie. Like, for real. Like, I don't know why this man out here lying like that, man. Like, it's like, and y'all be liking these guys to be lying. And then now you got all the Shakur and Devin Haney fans. Now they want to be damn Lamont Roach fans out here. Like, nobody don't give a damn about no damn Lamont Roach, man. JC Coach, salute, my boy. What's good with you? No, Miss Camp J, he need a new camp and no yes man. Yeah, well shit, he know we ain't gonna do it, get rid of the camp, what I'm saying, due to the fact that, his campus is, with his father and everything. But Lamont Roach definitely has a lot of yes man around him. And a lot of these fighters that, attach their name to Tank Davis, all of them got yes man around them. And it's sad. It's real nasty work at this point. Jordan Williams, Tank gonna come out guns blazing in a rematch. That's when Lamont gonna clip him again. Guys, is funny. Clip him again. You thought he got clipped? I laugh at you guys because y'all guys don't be watching the same shit that we be watching, bro. Like, y'all motherfuckers be blind, straight Stevie Wonder status. Like, that's why I don't be paying you guys no attention. Like, for real. I'm just saying in general, Tank gonna be way more, methodical in this fight, in the rematch. You feel me? Like, it ain't gonna be no guns blazing, just throwing them 1,000 punches and trying to get Lamont out of there, that quickly. Not gonna happen like that. No, it's not. 2 Cents Boxing, they talking about one punch. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. This man, Lamont Roach, he literally sat there the whole time and waited for Tank to throw punches the whole time, bro. Like, he wanted to counter the whole time, bro. He didn't bring the fight to Tank Davis. He wasn't coming forward. You know what I'm saying? For Lamont Roach to win the fight, if he would have came forward and put some pressure on the fight early in the fight and win some of them early rounds, he maybe would have won the fight clear. But he didn't do so, Mr. Jordan Williams. Talking about stanky leg. You must be a Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney fan. I'm already sensing that. I know you type of guys. Because we know you ain't no Lamont Roach fan. Say he right. He was a little timid, bro. Man, you hear me? I'm just saying, bro. Like, this man, Lamont Roach wasn't pushing the fight forward. Y'all talking like Lamont Roach is out there, bitch, going crazy. He done knocked Tank down and everything. He ain't even knocked Tank down. Tank stumbled off of one little punch, and then y'all get all, oh my God, Tank got stumbled by a punch, he got rocked. But it's boxing, it's supposed to happen. You gonna get fucking hit in boxing, you fucking goofies. Where do he do the stanky leg? What round? Yeah, what round, by the way? Mr. Jordan Williams? I like you type of guys. You guys don't even watch the fights. You guys really watch highlights. You one of those type of guys for real. I know you. I know you're kind. I done seen your kind a lot. You seen one clip and you seen Tank get stumbled and thought no Lamont was doing something. Fucking casual fans, dog. I bet you watch. I bet you watch Tank fights more than you didn't watch what's it college. He said, "I'm a fan of Tank, but Lamont got his number, bro." Hey, interesting to see if he do. For real, interesting. I mean, the thing is, Lamont and Tank, they're very familiar together, man. You know what I'm saying? They fought in the amateurs. They spar together. You know what I'm saying? They been in each other camps. Lamont then sparred with Tank to help him get ready for fights when he was in the pros when Tank was starting off his career. You know what I mean? They're very familiar with each other. You know what I'm saying? And Lamont, he definitely mentioned that in the interview, saying, they knew each other, they didn't shit. Tank didn't been to Lamont Roach house when they was younger. He was staying the night over there, kicking it with this man. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm just saying in general, like, you know what I mean? They're very familiar. And I don't think, Lamont got his number. He ain't even win the two fights in the amateurs, which is, I'm not basing shit off the amateurs, but if you look at the fight, Tank didn't fight the fight that he should have fought in the fight. You know what I'm saying? He fought the fight that was definitely complimentary for Lamont Roach. He played into what Lamont Roach wanted him to do and basically fight on the inside and allow him to counter all night. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Roach wasn't bringing the fight to Tank Davis for the fight. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the beginning rounds of the fight, Tank fighting on the outside and fighting in and out and everything and hitting Lamont with great combinations. Lamont, he losing easily in those early rounds, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? RDR Films. I had Tank winning the fight even with the knockdown. People ain't scoring the fight round by round. That's a fact. Yeah, man. And even in that knockdown round, if you think about it and look at the scorecards from the judges, two judges had Tank winning the ninth round in that round. 10-9. You feel me? And 2 cents boxings, Lamont got money and attention and he can't stay focused. Facts. Facts. He ain't that focused right now. His focus is way off. He worried about the wrong shit. He worried about trying to, showcase, himself and, uplift his brand and everything, which I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm not mad at, Lamont out there promoting his brand and being on the platforms, but don't be on these platforms lying and contradicting yourself, because we definitely gonna catch you on a lot of daggone contradictions, because we calling it out right now. RDR Films, if you ain't dropping your scorecards from round 112 and you just going on the narrative, Tank needs to get back with Calvin. Hey, I believe so for sure too, man. And we'll see what Tank has, man. From what Coach Kenny said the other day, that Tank has a big announcement coming soon. So we'll see what Tank ends up announcing, man. But I definitely believe, I would love for Tank, to keep what he got going on with Calvin and Kenny. But we'll see with Tank, man. Tank, he's a smart guy and he knows what to do with his career, and he's had Barry Hunter a part of his team for us, headbangers for a while. He's worked with Kevin Cunningham in the past as well. So we'll see what happens, for us, who he has in his corner. But I definitely believe it should be Calvin, man, because I feel like Calvin gets the best out of Tank, personally, in my opinion. And Abby Meta, Peanut Head Lamont gonna get slapped. Yeah, man. I can see bro getting stopped in this fight, man. And one thing too about it, in the interview, Lamont was speaking. He was saying, Andre Ward asked him, like, Like, you ain't talked to Tank, and he was like, yeah, I ain't talked to Tank. I called him, and he was basically trying to call him about the 250,000 because they put the bet on for us. What's it called? That no, not Tank knocking Lamont out, so they had a 250,000 bet, and obviously Tank didn't knock him out, so then they go up and say, he like, yeah, man, uh, I gotta he said, I'm a knock. He said, well, hold on, my bad. He said, he said that what he say? He said that yeah, I ain't talked to him in a while. He changed his number on me and everything. And Andre Ward asked him, "Do you think y'all still you think the love's still there? You think you think he's still messing with you, or you think it's some bad blood?" And Lamont went on to say that I'm not sure. I don't know. He said it might be, and then Andre was like, "It might be there now." Cause I'm like, bruh, of course it's there. Bro, Tank ain't being friendly in this rematch, man, and I've been on record saying this the last few days. This rematch will not be a friendly rematch, bro. Like, it will not be a friendly rematch. Like, what my boy Adi Medi said, he said, Lamont a weight bully. Hey, yeah, I'm going to get to that right after this real quick. Brian King said Tank could have got Roach out of there in the third round easily. Facts. Adi Medi said Lamont Lucky Mama Dukes was in the front row in the rematch. Her ass standing in the locker room. Hey, Adi Medi, I like that man. He lit. Facts. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, this man, like I was saying, this man Lamont thinking like, this possibly gonna be some friend shit talking about Tank, respect him. That's why he ain't playing cock in the press conference and none of that. Like, yeah, it was respectful because this nigga Tank was trying to do you a favor. He tried to put you on the platform and get you some money, you know what I'm saying? And have you support your family because y'all grew up together and he know you, you know what I mean? And he tried to get you right, you know what I'm saying? But now you just shitted on him. You on these platforms, lying and contradicting yourself, and then you done petition to get the fight overturned and doing all of this shit. Bro, the gloves is off, man. You know what I mean? Tank ain't being no friend of you no more, bro. What he got to talk to you for? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. For us, the whole bet and the money shit, Tank should pay him his money. Tank should pay Lamont the bread. You bet the money. You know what I'm saying? Honor that. You know what I'm saying? On some real man shit. But other than that, Tank don't gotta speak to you, bro. Y'all ain't friends. This shit up now, man. It's all smoke, man. We gonna get a different take in this rematch, man. It's gonna be aggressive. We gonna, what I'm saying? I don't know how aggressive it's gonna be. I wanted to keep it respectful at the same time, but I don't want no friendly fucking rematch on this shit. And I don't think Tank is on that type of timing. He quiet right now. He in the lab. He working. You know what I'm saying? He grinding, he ready, and he focused. While we got Lamont, he going on 10, 12 damn interviews out here, up here trying to uplift his brand out here. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? Like, and then Lamont Roach, he going to say Tank Little. And this goes on to kill the narrative about some of you guys that was saying, oh, Tank moving up 130 pounder, when a lot of us guys, we've been saying, bruh, this man Lamont then fought at 135 before. He's a big ass 130 pound fighter for real. And you look at him in the fight with Tank, he was big as hell in that fight for real. You feel me? Like, niggas say he walk around, he was like before, a couple weeks before the fight, he was at motherfucking 150 and shit. You feel me? Like, what are we talking about? He said, Brian King said, Lamont going on The View next, bro. Hey, dead ass, bro. He'll probably be on The View next for real. Like, this man Lamont, man, and it kills the narrative with y'all fans talking about, oh, Tank, he moving up 130 pounder and shit and everything. And this man Lamont out here calling Tank, saying that Tank little, talking about he the smallest fighter that he done fought. And he's the 130 pound guy. Like, what are we talking about? And y'all guys up here complaining, talking about, oh, Tank bringing up 130 pound fighters and stuff and everything. And then y'all already trying to put the narrative out there with Lamont saying, oh, man, Lamont, man, the Tank knocked him out, man. We already knew Lamont was a front runner, man. Y'all already trying to put all these narratives because y'all already believe and know Tank gonna win this rematch already. We see the play. Y'all got built-in narratives everywhere, man. For us, Lomachenko saying, "Oh, Lomachenko old. If Tank beat him, he beat the old and washed up Lomachenko." Y'all already got built-in narratives for Shakur Stevenson. Oh, if Tank beat Shakur Stevenson, oh, it's because his hands is brittle. This is what you guys be saying out here, man, about these guys. Y'all be making built-in excuses for when Tank beat a motherfucker ass out here, man. This shit be nasty work, man. We real live be watching y'all live and direct do this gay ass shit. Like, this shit be lame. Y'all be making boxing lame as hell for real. Like, for real. And my boy Adi Mehdi, he said Lamont going on interviews acting cocky like he money made. He the equivalent of Edgar Berlanga praising himself because he went the distance. Facts. Absolutely, bro. Just like Edgar Berlanga, bro. Edgar Berlanga, he delusional as hell too. Talk about he gonna get the rematch with Canelo. Bro, Canelo ain't fighting you no more, dude. You delusional as hell. And Lamont over here celebrating his draw, bro. Are you celebrating a draw? You ain't win. You ain't win. You got to go back and win June 21st. And you doing all of these interviews playing around while Tank in the lab, you fuck around and get stopped in this rematch. I'm telling you, the game plan, Tank is not going to fight the same fight that he fought in the first fight. I'm telling you, he's not. They seen what mistakes they made in the fight that they already going to be able to adjust in the fight. They know what they did wrong the day after the fight. Ben mentioned it. Yeah, Brian King said, didn't Lamont say he was 147? Yeah, he said, yeah, he mentioned something like he was at 147. Like a couple days before the fight. Like, shit was crazy, bro. Adi Mehdi, I don't usually justify people, but Tank had a lot going on in the first fight, but believe me, the rematch gonna be different. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And, he spoke about, Tank having some mental issues and stuff like that and everything, possibly in the fight and stuff like that, and said he wasn't focused. And then he go on another part of the podcast with Andre Ward said, "Oh no, I got 100% focused Tank." Like, which one is it, Lamont? Did you get an unfocused Tank or did you get a focused Tank? Which one? Like, I'm trying to figure these things out. Like, I don't understand. This is what I be saying about these fighters, and then I get the flack for calling the fighters out on their lies and contradictions, and then y'all call me a fucking hater for calling it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just be nasty, bro. Like, it just be nasty in all angles, bro. Like, I get flack for calling out these niggas lying and contradicting themselves, but these dudes is clearly contradicting themselves, and y'all see it, and y'all just blow past it like the shit didn't even exist. Like, the shit be crazy. Ringwalk Boxing Podcast. Unfortunately, a draw for Roach Jr. is a win in his team eyes. They hella geek. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That's a win in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part, y'all focused on that aspect of the draw. When the rematch is here, bro, it's locked. It's about to get announced in the next upcoming days. Lamont, he worried about what the fans got to say. He responded back to every fan on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, making videos, responding back to him, talking about, oh man, the interview was a great interview with Andre Ward, and then y'all trying to misplay my words and twist my words into different shit and everything, bro. Like, you being emotional. Lamont he been emotional, bro. He ain't no different from what Shakur and Devin and them be doing, man, when other fans and other media be criticizing them. Ain't no different. Want to respond to each and everybody. And I've been on record telling Lamont, stop responding to the fans, bro. You don't gotta respond to them. You ain't gotta offer them no response. However you feel, that's however you feel. You feel me? D for the win. Salute, my boy was good. Like, however you feel is how you feel. Like, That's just point blank. Period. He responding to each and every fan on his Shakur Stevenson Twitter shit. Oh damn man, they up here, they talking about me saying that I'm up here complaining and I'm going on all these interviews, cloud chasing and stuff, bro. Like, I mean, bro, you attach yourself to Tank name, bro. You cloud chasing off a Tank name. We know it, we see it. It is what it is. It's cool. You fighting the man. It's okay. It's okay. Thomas Hill, my boy, salute, my guy. What's good with you? Like it's okay, man. It's okay, bro. We know you've been attaching yourself to Tank Davis' career your whole entire career, bro, since you was young. What are we talking about? like, like, bro, like this man Lamont Roach is something else, dog. Worried about all the wrong shit, but the rematch right now. And he mad because we calling it out. Talk about, yeah, I'm in the gym training and stuff. Duh, duh. I don't, shit, we seeing you more damn in the interviews than we seeing you in the gym. I'm just saying. We ain't seeing no videos or no pictures of you being in the gym. Thomas Hill, yo, he's staying relevant. It's up to Tank to show that there's levels to the draw, period, point blank, for sure. And along with Lamont as well. Lamont got, like I said before, both of these guys got something to prove. Tank got to prove himself that, yeah, that was an off night for me, and that wasn't the same Tank that y'all used to seeing, and that I am that guy. I am elite, and I am one of those pound for pound greats. Along with Lamont Roach, he got to show that, yes, that first fight, I should have won that fight. It shouldn't have been a draw, and I am better than Tank Davis. They both got a lot to prove in this fight. That's why I've seen a lot of fans, some fans saying that Tank got more to prove than, Lamont. I feel like it's even on both sides as far as, what they got to prove on both sides, for real, for real. You know what I mean? But they definitely both gotta lock it in and lock in and get right for this fight, man. This is a big fight for this year in 2024. Big fight for both guys. For as the legacy for Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Tank Davis, he hasn't had one of these controversial wins like this. This was very controversial, so he gotta prove that, that win, that was a fluke. And that, I'm him. I'm one of them guys. You got to show that. You know what I'm saying? Tank ain't going to be going guns blazing and trying to get the knockout. I think he's going to be very methodical in the fight. And he's going to definitely, try to win the fight, whether he knock him out or win by decision. That's my personal opinion for us. No, Lamont Roach, the question is Lamont Roach going to let his hands go in the early rounds and apply more pressure in the fight? That's the question. You know what I mean? I want to see if he going to do that. Because we didn't see that for Lamont in the first fight. He ain't let his hands go until like the end of the fight, towards the late rounds of the fight. And he was only letting his hands go when Tank was fighting with him in the inside and on the inside for real. So that's the only thing about that. My boy Brian Kane, this is Tank's Mayweather Castillo moment. For sure. For sure, bro. For sure. That's definitely a fact. This is his moment. He gotta put on, man. And everybody, gotta give Tank that, give him that respect and that love for him running this fight right away, man. Because this is what, real boxers are supposed to be doing, man. There's a lot of guys out there that got fights that was controversial that didn't run it back, man. And Tank being a real one, he running it back. You got to give him respect for that. A lot of people won't respect it. A lot of people, they've been downplaying that shit. A lot of people were trying to take the fight away from him. Okay. A lot of people was trying to downplay the rematch, saying that, Lamont need to go on and fight Keyshawn or fight Tank or fight Shakur Stevenson. They were trying to take the fight away from Tank Davis on a rematch. Bamboo facts, since Tank power overrated, etc. I want to see him throw before Tank do not after facts. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I want to see it. And that's the thing. If his power overrated, I need Lamont to be coming forward and pressing the action. Press the action then. Let's see. Let's see if you think Tank Power is overrated. Because you was hesitant to press the action in the fight for real. You were just sitting back and wanted to counterpunch the whole night. And you did a hell of a job doing so. All credit to you doing so for sure. You fought an amazing fight. But I'm just saying in general, let's see you press the action if you think Tank's power is overrated. I want to see that. That's one key part in that people need to understand in that aspect of what Lamont Roach is saying is the fact that him saying that Tank Power is overrated, he should be pressing the action in this rematch. I don't want to see him wait and want to counter all night. I want to see some action. He talking about getting it cracking. I want to see you get it cracking, my guy. Get it cracking then. Press the action. Come forward and try to bang with Tank. I'm telling you, this is going to be a different fight from both sides, man, in this fight. This fight is not going to be the same way. Will it be a banger? I believe it's definitely going to be a banger. It's going to be a banger for sure. But this fight is not going to be the same way that it happened in the first fight, I guarantee you. It's going to be different from both sides. Whether Tank go crazy and beat Lamont ass, or Lamont be able to pull off the upset and win clear in this second fight. But it's definitely going to be different. Both fighters definitely going to have different approaches. I 100% feel in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely be surprised if Lamont intends to fight the same way as far as fighting trying to counter the whole night. I would really be highly surprised. Like, I would expect Lamont and them to try to press the action more of this fight, because they got to understand that those early rounds, that they lost in the early rounds of the fight. You know what I mean? And this rematch is going to be crazy, man. You already know we got reports of the full core possibly got possibly Alberto Puello versus Gary Anton Russell unifying up at 140 with the WBA and the WBC titles at 140, possibly as the co-main for the card. Possibly got Oshaki Foster defending his 130-pound WBC title versus Stephen Fulton. If Stephen Fulton decides to move up 100% from 126 to 130. And then you have possibly Shushu Canton possibly fighting for Stephen Fulton's vacant WBC title if he vacates the title. And fighting Ray Vargas, a PBC fighter, for that 126-pound WBC title that would be vacant from Fulton if he decides to move up and fight Foster. You know what I'm saying? So those four fights, Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach Jr. for us the rematch. Alberto Puello versus Gary Anton Russell. Blank. I went blank. Daggone Shaki Foster versus Stephen Fulton, and Bruce Shushu Carrington versus Ray Vargas. Those are the possible four fights for us. The June 21st Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch right now. Possible. Not 100% locked, but that's possible. That's what's out there in the air right now. You know what I'm saying? So we'll stay close and we'll let everybody know, what else is definitely, the situation for us, the card. But this right now, boxing is lit right now, man, and at all levels, man. We got the